What's going on, everybody? It's K4K Crypto, and we got more stuff to do. Because right after I finished my last video, the chain came back online. It turns out that basically there was just people who were offline with their nodes and validators, and they didn't set them up. So basically, it just kind of froze. So there's not really anything wrong with the network, just that the people didn't update their stuff, for this testnet. Maybe they were sleeping. But now it's just back online. It's running great. It's not like there was any major problem or anything. It's just some of the validators were not online. So now we're back online. But yeah, I'm going to show you some of this trading. You can actually interact with it. You can get 10,000 test pulse. You can trade it for PulseX. You can stake your PulseX and get party token, which is just a representation of what you're going to be able to earn in a single staking pool. With your PulseX, you can earn all types of third-party coins that are offered up that people will vote on. Actually, with PulseX, you can vote on which tokens are allowed to be earned through your single-side staking, because you are part of the DAO, which will come out in a few days, and you're actually able to vote in which coins you'd like to earn. You get to choose. How cool is that? You get to choose which good projects you'd like to earn for free. Wow! Okay, let's get, like, how awesome is that? And the DAO also affects which, like, PulseX holders get to vote on which trading pairs actually get implemented to earn incentive token. And so I'm going to show you how to earn incentive token by providing liquidity actively, and I'm going to show you in a more specific way than before, because now I can actually make a transaction and you can actually see it live. So that'll be awesome. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit subscribe. There's gonna be more awesome videos just like this one coming your way. So first off, let's look over here. I'm gonna show you how to connect. This is gonna be the last time I basically show people how to connect, since my last one I already did, but I'll do it real quick this time. All right, so to connect, you're just gonna go to you're gonna go to GitLab. Here, I'll show you the URL. This contract address is for PulseX, but let me make myself small here. If you go here, that will take you to this website. And you're gonna be at the top whenever you come in. You zoom down, and then all you're gonna do is go up to your MetaMask in the upper right, click on it. You're gonna probably be connected to Ethereum, so it's gonna look like this. You'll have your whatever Ethereum stuff you have, and then you're not gonna see some of these probably, so you're just gonna hit add network. It's gonna take you to this page. And then all you're gonna do is go back and forth between this page, and you just fill in the stuff. Boop. Boop. And you just fill in all this stuff that it says. So I'm not gonna do it all for you. It's really easy. Then after you hit save, you can pretty much exit that. And let me switch back to the right network if I'm not already there. There we go. See my test pulse, and you're like, oh, where'd you get 10,000 or 14,000 test pulse? You just go to this website, scroll down on that same thing that I showed you earlier, and then it takes you here. You plug in your address, request. It will give it to you every 24 hours. You need a different IP address if you want to get even more constantly within 24 hours. Nice and easy. Then once you have that, you're off to the races. You might want to add the PulseX contract address, I guess, which is, let me grab it here. Ooh. All right. Ends in 9942. That's the legitimate one. And if you don't believe me, we can just look at Richard. I would check Richard's Twitter for all this information, for sure. Let me just show you here. Correct PulseX contract address. Boom. He also has great links all the way up here, basically everything you need. Here's the website you would go that I just showed you that shows you how to get into the testnet. All right, enough of that. People already saw my last video. I still think my last video is probably worth seeing. Lots of good info in there. This one's just going to be a little quicker with some more showing off of the trading and stuff. Yeah, and how to stake and stuff with real transactions. Really cool. So yeah, you get your 10,000 there. So imagine you have 10,000. Then you just go to this website, which you can see right here. Oh, you guys aren't seeing where I'm going on my other screen here. But yeah, basically, we're going to go to PulseX now after we got our faucet money. Yeah, let me click this here. It's lagging. All right. So once you're here, after you saw Richard's tweet or whatever, you're gonna have 10,000 pulse here, and you can just boom. All right, let's trade 1,000 pulse for 1,260 PulseX. All right, that's how you're gonna get your PulseX. You're just gonna zoom this out a little bit, and you just hit confirm. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, well, earlier I did this, it was in like, oh, now it's done. Sweet. So that was probably like 10 seconds. Sweet. So now we got it. Got our PulseX. It cost us almost nothing. I didn't even check the cost, but I checked before and it was like 0.0011009 or something pulse to do that trade. Well, not the trade because that cost 1,000 pulse, but the amount of pulse I paid in the transaction fee was very, very little. So now I just gained 1260 or whatever PulseX. So then you're like, all right, how do I liquidity farm K4K? You just go up here after you traded for stuff, add liquidity. You pick the stuff you have tokens for, that you have 2 of them. All right, well, I have Pulse and I have PulseX. That's a pair that exists already. So I'm going to be adding, I want to do 1,000 Pulse, and it's now the ratio is a bit different now. Like this is equal to this much just because the price of the thing is changing so much. So this might look different when you do it. That's fine. Look, it's going down because PulseX is pumping. Who would have thought? Well, it's kind of funny because all of this trading, there's actually no current buy and burn going off because they didn't implement it into the front end yet, but that's coming in a couple of days. So once that's out there, we're going to see every trade that happens, percent of that, it's going to be going to this address. Well, I mean, technically it's not per trade. It's whenever liquidity is removed or added to a pool that initiates all of that accrued LP tokens that are reserved for buy and burn. Those get sent to that address. When they're there, anyone can call that thing by paying the transaction costs, and then it triggers those LP tokens to be burned and turned into their real tokens representations, and then only buys PulseX and then burns it. Let's go. Okay, so we're just gonna hit supply here because we're gonna supply this amount and this amount. Gonna hit confirm. And it's going to give us a representation amount of liquidity tokens. That just confirmed, like, that was less than 3 seconds, I think. That was crazy. You guys can't see the confirm, but it pops up on my other screen. All right, so that's confirmed. So now I have 1,035 PulseX PLS LP tokens. So these represent the position I had here. My share of the pool is very tiny. It's 0.00015%, which is fine. But look, you see how my numbers change? I've already sold some PLS to maintain that kind of ratio out at the start. So this is constantly changing. But the USD value, or whatever it tries to target, that ratio I initially put in is basically what it's targeting. It is constantly buying and selling based on the prices, but I'm also getting fees from everybody else trading into my liquidity. So in the end, I should end up with more overall. Even if I have less of one than the other than like what I started with, the overall value should be more than what I originally put in. Okay. So then that's just the first part of providing liquidity. If I just stopped there, I would earn fees from people trading in and out of that pair. Now, if you want to earn the incentive token on top of that, you go to farms, and over here it's going to say enable. You have to like enable the contract to allow you to start adding liquidity. I've already added some LP to this earlier, and so that's why it looks like this. And I can already harvest my INC token, my incentive token. It's such a low amount though that they don't even show that many zeros, which is fine. But basically, since I could either remove my current liquidity or I can add to it. So we're actually just going to add to it. You can see before that I have 1183 LP tokens in here. And I'm going to add another 1035, just max it out. Confirm. Confirm. Now, if you're like brand new to crypto and stuff like that, I do not recommend most people provide liquidity. It's an active. Oh, that transaction actually failed. All right, let's try it again. It's probably because I have it on some really strict parameters. Just try it again. Or sometimes like the price changes so much by the time it goes through that it's like it can't supply it at that amount. So we just have to do it again. Luckily, it costs like nothing. Failed transaction. LOL. Alright. See if it goes through this time. Do. I'm so excited for this, guys. This is like, we're so close. We're literally using PulseX right here. Man, price must be jumping around like crazy. Let me try this again. I'm gonna try do this, and let's try we're gonna just edit suggested gas fee. We're going to see if that helps. Confirmed instantly. Yeah, so we just kind of up bid. We gave a little more to the miner. That was just raising Gwei. That wasn't even, that's Gwei. That means like I added a 1/1 billionth per gas, technically, per gas I'm paying to like of a pulse to pay the miner or validator, I guess, to include it in the block. And so if they configure their thing right, they probably want to earn more pulse than less pulse, so they'll probably include you over somebody who's paying the bare minimum if you increase it by like a little bit. So it's probably smart to, in these high usage times, you want to up how much you're giving the person, because it's going to be like you're giving them half a penny and the other person's trying to give them a quarter of a penny. It's like, do you really care about a quarter of a penny difference? But your transaction got in when you wanted it and that guy got a worse deal. I think it's a better play to spend a quarter of a penny and maybe you spend more if you really want your transaction to go through, you know. Anyway, so we got it through. So now we have all of our PLSX Pulse LP staked in there. And now we're also earning incentive token on top of our fees we're earning. How sweet is that? Now, another thing we can do after we bought that PulseX, right? We bought that PulseX. Oh, we already earned 0.00001 party. That's right, for free. Okay, so how's this work? You just hit on details and you come down here. It's going to say enable, and you just have to allow it in your MetaMask. You just say, yes, I trust this contract, and I allow it to use my tokens to earn this. It's very safe. I'm not worried about it at all. It's not like you're the only one who has control of these tokens. It's not like they're giving it to anything. It's just like staking in the Hex contract. It's just you and the code. Nobody else gets your tokens while you're like staked or anything. And you can always pull them out. There's no time delay. There's no time lock. Just free stuff. I literally started this like 10 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and I've already earned this, and I put in like barely anything. Look how many are staked in here. It's 136 billion, and I put in like 2,500. It's like nothing. I already earned something that shows up on the amount here. How cool is that? All right. So let's put in another. Let's do another 1500. Confirm. And I'm just gonna edit this. I want it to go through. Let's make it 5. And we're gonna make this 4.5. Confirm. Come on, no fail. Failed. All right, one sec. Try again. I literally just told you guys like, oh, why not up it a lot? Yeah, let's just do 20, and this will be 15 or something. Let's get in that pool, boys. Oh my, failed again. Wonder if it's that busy. And they're still working out kinks. It's the testnet. So, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a lot of failed transactions on the first when the chain is so busy, because the block's just gonna pass you by, because it's gonna be people are gonna be fighting over that space whenever there's so much pent up demand, waiting to get into this stuff really fast. So people are gonna pay like absurdly more gwei than you are. So I'm just gonna do an absurd amount because who cares? And we should get in after that, unless there's something wrong currently with the stuff. Let's go with 100, and then we'll put 9. Not sure if I have to raise the gas limit at all. Probably not. Show me the confirmation. This is blockchain, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, let me put my information on the ledger permanently. Let me in. Man, it keeps failing. Okay. All right, well, that's how you would add it. Sorry you had to watch that fail 3 times. I already have some in there just to prove, it's working. Thought that'd be pretty cool, but I think now more people are realizing it's back online and we're getting real busy. I haven't actually looked at the blockchain itself in the block scout to see if it's really like if we have full blocks or anything. That'd be kind of interesting. But you can trade for any of these other tokens you want. I wonder if I can buy incentive token. Let's buy some. Let's buy 2,000 pulse worth. Oh, wow. Incentive token is very, well, you get a lot less than, it's maybe less rare. More rare, I mean, very little amount of them. Let's try and get some. It'd be weird if this transaction goes through, but not the other ones. Oh, maybe I should raise the gas limit, because it looks like it's ratcheting up the gas limit automatically anyway. Ah, that might have been the case. Because that's what it does. It actually has like elastic gas limit size, and it's going to keep ratcheting up a certain percentage based on how full the blocks are above 50%. That's how EIP 1559 does it, and we have that implementation. So it should that will cause it to ratchet up at like this exponential rate until basically people are like, I'm not paying that gas price, and then it comes back down. So that's where it's headed currently as we get more and more busy. I'm very curious if we can start getting like really full blocks, if we're gonna have really expensive. I'll let you guys know after I'm checking this stuff out for you constantly. It's really fun for me. But now I have some INC. I don't think you can do anything with the incentive token just yet. Maybe in the future. Anybody can build any use case for any token. So people can build something that burns the incentive token. People can build something that you can farm with the incentive token only. Anyone can build these little attachments. There's nothing like stopping that. So yeah, that's farms is where you can check which ones are giving incentive token. These are liquidity pools. And then it's kind of weird because then you go to pools, and these are single side staking pools where you just stake PulseX, and guess what you get? You get free third party tokens. PRT is not really a real thing. It's just a representation of what will be earnable over here, and there should be a large list of coins voted in by PulseX holders of stuff that you can actually earn. So how cool is that? And there's no time lock. You just if you're going to be holding your PulseX, you might as well earn some extra tokens. You can just sell that stuff for yield or something. Or if you really like those tokens, you can keep them and let them appreciate. Or use them. Maybe it's for a game. I've seen some game tokens that show up on liquidity pools and stuff, and you can just use those in your in-game blockchain game. So maybe you use them or something. How cool is this stuff, guys? So yeah, I just showed you how to trade, exchange, provide liquidity. We got our liquidity tokens in here, so now we're actually earning incentive. You can harvest it. You just hit harvest, and then I'm not sure how much I would actually earn. I'd probably wait till I have a decent amount. Yeah, we won't do that. And then in here, I could harvest my PRT if I wanted. It just doesn't have enough zeros to show how much I have. But yeah, that's all you got to do if you want to get in there on the Pulsechain. And I'm waiting for the next couple of days. We'll have the DAO to try out for voting in stuff, and then also not voting, but for the front end buy and burn contract functionality, so that people can start activating. Because currently it's online, and I don't know if they've been running it at all. But basically, it will be available for anyone to run the function, and you earn a percentage, I think 0.1% of the buy and burn. If you run it, you get that. And so if that's ever more than the gas costs to run the function, you just made a profit by clicking a button. That's what basically effectively makes the buy and burn automatic. So that's pretty sweet. Automatic buy and burn is back. That's pretty sweet. PulseX is going to crush it in crypto, in my opinion. Pulsechain is making it all possible. All your tokens are going to be here from Ethereum. If you have any tokens from Ethereum, you're getting them in an airdrop. You get a direct exact copy that's going to be on Pulsechain for the exact amount of tokens you have from Ethereum. You get those over there on the Pulsechain. Free money. Free airdrop. You can bridge over assets using the Pulse Ramp bridge. You just go to pulseramp.com. Yeah, that's the website. And you can basically just bridge in your assets, and then you have your value from Ethereum on Pulsechain, and you can buy stuff, and there will be pairs with those bridged in assets as well that are created and traded into. You can provide liquidity in those, and some of those will earn incentive token if you want to put your LP tokens into the farm. Awesome. It's amazing. It's going to be huge, guys. Like, this is the biggest thing happening in crypto in a long time. It's gonna like blow up Ethereum. Like, I would be super surprised if we don't see headline after headline of Pulsechain stuff, especially when we see all this liquidity removed from Ethereum and coming over to Pulsechain, because people are just trading over here, super cheap fees, super fast blocks. It's amazing. Here's the one last thing I'll show you. This is the validator rotation. These are the validators you can stake at. It's at stake.v. Here, it's already up here. You can see it. I'll show you here. Stake.v2b.testnet.pulsechain.com. And here's where you can stake. Like, if I want to join this validator and earn some rewards with my Pulse, here's how you do that. You just, all right, I'm going to put 5,000 in here. Oh, how much do I need? Oh, okay, can't do that one. You have to own a certain percent of it. Otherwise, they don't let you join. Like, we have such low numbers because Pulse is like, there's trillions of them, but they're only giving away 10,000 test Pulse or whatever. So let's see, is there anyone we can even join? Try it. I have it on the past testnet, but should I do 5,000? Yeah, the minimum I need is like 1 million something, which is like nothing. Like 1 million Pulse is like $100 of sacrifice points, basically. But they're only giving away 10,000 test Pulse per day or whatever. Maybe they'll up it to 100K or a million at a certain point for more testing, more volume type looking stuff. Anyway, if you want to go here and not stake because you don't have enough pulse, then there you go. But here, this is a rough draft basically of what the interface is for providing or delegating your pulse to a validator so that you earn a percentage of the fees that they earn. And then they got the rules and FAQ. You can read this. It's some pretty cool information in here about like the slashing and penalties if they become a bad validator or stuff like that. Very cool. I'm not going to go over it in this video though. All right, I tried to keep this one a little shorter than the other one. Not going to go any longer. Thanks for watching. There's going to be more videos coming out. I hope everyone's having an awesome time in crypto. There's lots of cool stuff coming out. This is the biggest thing in crypto in a long time. Tell your friends about it. This is going to be big. It's going to be big, 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 big. And you're going to want to know how to use the exchange before mainnet. That way you're able to get into this stuff earlier than other people. You don't want to have mainnet launch and you have no idea how to go to the website or how to stake, how to farm, or how to, earn those extra tokens for free. Like, it's just, there's free money on the table. You just need a little bit of extra knowledge and it's open to you. You just need to have that drive to want this stuff and you're going to get it. So I'm trying to provide that value to you guys. So I hope you guys appreciate that. And I definitely super appreciate every one of my subscribers, my members, and my Patreons. I think I have one Patreon, but he's like super awesome. So I really appreciate him. Thank you everybody for watching. Hit the like, hit subscribe if you want more. More stuff coming. I got super excited because right after I finished my last video, it went back up live again. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to show it actually working. All right. Good seeing you guys. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the next video. Boom.